Hello children, here we are. This is Sanjay Joseph. Welcome to JET, and we are going to start the topic acid, bases and salt. So first a general introduction. What is an acid? Say for example, if I write the name sulfuric acid, say for example, so the formula for sulfuric acid will be this: sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. So basically, acids are compounds, they're chemicals, they're compounds. And they furnish hydrogen ion, that is H plus ion, H plus ions, and or this H plus ion is actually in form of hydronium ion. It is in form of hydronium ion. So they furnish hydronium ion in a solution. They are sour in taste. Actually, the name acid comes from a Latin word acidus, which means sour. So they are sour in taste. Acids are found in citrus fruits like oranges, etc. So acids are sour in taste. You must have had vinegar. So vinegar contains acetic acid. So the taste from there you can take it up, because normally it is not advised directly take up acid to check its taste. No. From the you can taste certain fruits, and they are like citrus fruits. They are sour in taste, isn't it? So acids are that the sourness of citrus fruit is because of presence of certain acids in them. We will later on deal with that. So that is what are acids. So number one, what I said, acids are chemicals or compounds which furnish hydrogen ions in a solution. Now, if any compound furnishes ions in a solution, so they will be ionic compounds or electrovalent compounds. So any acid molecule will have ionic nature in it, and they will have the electrovalent bonding among their bonded atoms. That also you have to know. So that is the first thing. Secondly, acid turn blue litmus red. That means there are certain indicators in which acid will show certain changes in their color or physical property. So the first indicator and the best indicator, I would say, which will check whether a substance is acid or a base, is the litmus paper, and acid turn blue litmus red. So that is the first introductory part of acid, bases and salt about acids. Now acids, certain acids, as I said, sulfuric acid, we have this H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. We have hydrochloric acid as HCl, hydrochloric acid, chloric acid. Alright. You should also understand that all these acids are ionic in nature and they dissociate, and their cation is always the hydrogen ion. If I let it dissociate, let me dissociate sulfuric acid. So in a solution they will be always in form of cation and anion. Now important part over here is, when acid dissociates, there will be a positive ion which will be the hydrogen ion, or actually hydrogen ion later on goes and sits on a water molecule and it becomes hydronium ion. So I am not showing that complex part, but H plus ions, that is acids will, the cation in an acid is always hydrogen ion, and the anion will be different. Here it is sulfate ion, here it is chloride ion. And if I show, say for example, formic acid, this is formic acid. So if I show formic acid, so it will be H plus plus COO minus. So here this is formic acid. So what are the what are the takeaway points from here? First thing is, acids are chemicals or compounds. They are ionic in nature. So acids are ionic compounds. They will dissociate into ions, and once they are ionic in nature, their solution, in the solution they will be in a dissociated state. They will contain positive ions. The positive ions will always be hydrogen ions or hydronium ions. Actually what happens, hydrogen ion goes and physically almost sits on a water molecule, forming hydronium ions, though there will be little bonding over there. So hydronium ions. So acid will furnish this positive ions. We can say safely hydrogen ions in the latest advanced way we speak about hydronium ions. And there is a fixed positive ion in any acid. It should be H plus ions. If there is a choice of H plus only, then it will be H plus ions. Or if they are giving instead of H plus, you can also write H3O plus. That is the hydronium ion. So that is fixed. But the negative ion can be chlorine. It can chloride ion. It can be sulfate ion. Here it can be carboxyl ion, carboxyl ion, and so on. So the negative ion in an acid will be different, but the positive ion will be fixed. That will be H plus either, or we can also call hydronium ion. So that is fixed. Secondly, what did we understand? Taste wise, acids are sour in taste. Thirdly, what did we understand? That the acids turn blue litmus to red. Blue to red. Blue to red. Acid turns blue litmus to red. That's very, very important. Now let us come down to the bases. So bases are also chemicals. Bases, so for example, I take up a base like sodium hydroxide. So bases are also chemical compounds, and they are bitter in taste. They are bitter in taste, and with litmus paper, the basis turns blue litmus. Basis turn red litmus blue. Basis turn red litmus blue. That you have to remember. Acid turns blue litmus red. Bases turn red litmus blue, as you see over there. The bases. Okay. Now bases also are ionic in nature. See, for example, if sodium hydroxide dissociates, now this chemical has a different name. It is sodium hydroxide. It is also known as caustic soda. So see what is happening. Bases, when they dissociate in water solution, they will contain a hydroxyl ion. The negative ion in base will be fixed. It will be hydroxyl ion, and the positive ion can be metal or any other radical. Say for example, if I say another base, that is KOH, so it will dissociate as K plus and OH minus. That means here just the opposite of acid. Here the negative ion is fixed. That is the negative ion is fixed. That is the hydroxyl ion, and the positive ions will be different. Like there will be ammonium hydroxide also. I can put this in the bracket. So ammonium hydroxide. So that means bases are also ionic compounds. The base solution will conduct electricity. That is very, very important. And as I said, the bases have got what to say. Bases also show their effect on indicators. So on litmus paper, they will turn red litmus blue. Here we understand one more concept, that what are indicators. Indicators are substances, chemicals, which show change in their physical properties when they are exposed to an acid or a base. Some of them will show change in color, and another may show change in their smell, and if they show change in their smell, they are called olfactory indicators.